All right, heavy metal maniacs around the world. Um, I I I bring you today a message from from from, from the metal gods themselves, Judas Priest. Um, ha, have officially announced that they have made the decision to um get get continue on that as a four-piece band. This means that 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 when the band resumes their rescheduled 50th anniversary um tour in town, celebrating 50 heavy metal years, that 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 the lineup will no longer feature touring guitarist and producer of um Firepower and even the band's next upcoming album, Andy Sneap. And according to a statement from Andy himself, he views this decision as disappointing. So again, everybody, um, what what when the band resumes their 50th anniversary tour in the U.S. in March, um, it will it will not feature it will no longer feature um, Andy filling in for Glenn uh, as the second guitar player. Um, the band did say, like I just mentioned, uh, that 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 Andy's now simply returning to his um, producer duties on the band's next project, which Rob did confirm that that Glenn will still be a part of the band's next album, sa- saying that saying that Glenn can still play the guitar, he just plays it differently now, and that's obviously because of Glenn, Glenn unfortunately having to come forward back in 2018 that is that battle with Parkinson's had had progressed to the point that 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 he could and still can't um per, perform with the band full time. Although the band's statement did say that Glenn still will be popping up here and there as before. So again, guys, when Judas Priest 50th anniversary tour resumes, it will not feature Andy filling in for Glenn on guitar. Um, now it will just be um, Rob, Ian, Reggie, and Scott, and I personally think that this is kind of a, kind kind of a selfish thing to put on with Reggie having to cover KK's and Glenn's parts now, especially just just getting over his um, uh, um, massive aortic dissection. So I think that this is a bit of a cheap move um, on 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 the band's part. However, however, providing everything goes well, and providing I can sort out a private situation, I will still hopefully be seeing the band on March 31st. But again, guys, the band has announced that 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 they have officially let Andy Sneak go as the fill-in guitar player for Glenn, and the band will now just consist uh, of the only two original members that are currently touring with the band full time, that being Rob and Ian, and obviously Richie, who's been filling in for KK since his departure and not retirement from the band back in 2011, and of course um and of course Scott, what what and of course as most of us know, Scott's been with the Priest since 1990. Have a good one.